If I had to sit here and give you all a TED Talk for 10 minutes straight with zero preparation, go ahead and start our 10-minute timer there as well. I would talk to you about chasing your dreams. Go and chase your dreams no matter what. And I know you've heard this before, and I'm not gonna try and repeat the same boring things that everybody says. However, there will be a little bit of crossover, but I'm gonna try and give you different examples that you may not have heard before. Some of you may have heard, is what it is. First off, we gotta say that welcome back to day number 264 of 500 posts straight in a row. I'm making it happen. Thank you guys so much for being here today. If you're not here, consider subscribing and listen to the rest of this video. Let's go ahead and get into it. So first off, you gotta chase your dreams, man. Whatever you do in life, just always remember, have those dreams in mind, chase them dreams, and do it. It does not matter whether you're 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. It doesn't matter how old you are in life. You should always be chasing your dreams. You should always be going for the things that you want. You should be doing what you want to do. If you have a certain life that you want to live, you should always be working towards it and trying to live that life. Now, I do understand you're not always going to be able to do that. I understand that. And maybe at a certain time in your life, you have to do something that you absolutely do not want to do to work towards that goal. But that's part of it. That's part of making that dream a reality. That's part of making it happen. Sometimes you got to go through those things. You got to have those hardships. You got to have all those things happen in order to actually make your dreams come true. So just remember that if you are thinking about chasing your dreams, you got to get out of your comfort zone every now and then, at the bare minimum, because you should be doing it even more. But at the bare minimum, you should be getting out of your comfort zone at least every now and then to help yourself achieve these things by doing new things, trying out new things, having new goals that you come up with because of these new things. And you should also have your goals already set in place before. For example, my goals. I want to post 500 days straight. I'm making it happen so far, day 264, as I said. But I also have other goals in life that I already want. All right, by the time I'm 25, I'm going to take a trip to Japan because it looks awesome. I really want to go. And number two, I'm going to own a Corvette by the time I'm 25. Those two things are going to happen. I'm going to make it happen. Also, I would love to have my own house by then. This is just my apartment for college. It's not like an actual house that I live in. I'm just here for college. The point being, I would love to have those three things, but mainly trip to Japan and a Corvette of my own to own. I love Corvettes. I've even got a Hot Wheels of it. It's out in my car though, or else I would show you guys right now a visual example of it. So I have my goals in place. I've got my goal starts for myself. Currently, I am 19 years old, so I have another 6 years to get there. Got a lot of money, a lot of bread I gotta stack up until then. And at the same time, I have other dreams that I want to achieve. For example, I would love to work for myself for majority of my lifetime, if not, let's say, 3/4 of it. And that's not even a fair estimate to say because if you're lucky, you probably live until you're 74, for example. Just throwing it out there. I don't know if that's scientifically backed or anything. You guys can look it up and fact check me on that one. But let's say 74 just for the sake of this. Okay, and I'm already 19. I'm going to be 20 by the time I'm done with this degree. So really that fourth of my life is already gone just simply going through elementary school, middle school, high school, and college. And then I have to work the second fourth, and the third fourth. And then the last fourth, if you're lucky, you get to retire for the whole thing, but probably not even. Saying you live to 74, you're not even going to have the entire fourth of your lifetime to have that off. Nah, man, like I'm just not about that personally. So I'm trying to work for myself. So I'm trying to do things for myself to work towards those goals. And I'm not saying I necessarily want to live off of YouTube for a living. I would love to own some businesses and stuff along those lines. And so those are goals that I have set for myself. Those are dreams that I want to achieve. My dream is to work for myself and have these trips done, this trip in the car owned by the time I am 25. Like those are my dreams. Like my dream car, that's on that list to get in the next 6 years. My dream trip, it's on that list, okay? I'm here trying to make it happen. And we got multiple sources going, all right? So when you're chasing your own dreams, okay, you're watching this video right here, right now. I don't care what it is. It could be trying to play a sport professionally. I'm over here watching a football game right now. The Chiefs are playing. Shout out Chiefs. I'm a big Chiefs fan. Always have been. You think that when they were 5 years old, they imagined making it to the big leagues? No, for some of them, yeah, they might have. I think every kid at some point who plays sports when they're little imagines, being a professional and whatever sport it may be. I know me personally, baseball was my favorite. I wanted to be in the MLB, and I remember even telling my mother that I would get in the MLB one day and I would get her an in-ground pool in our yard whenever I made it, and I was famous and rich in the MLB, right? I remember saying her that to her specifically I think she shared it online on Facebook. I think that's why I remember. I don't know. I think it's shared somewhere, or I just remember it very vividly because she reminded me of it sometime. I honestly don't know what the case is. I just remember that specific conversation happening. Well, obviously, I'm not even playing baseball in college because I decided, you know what, that's just not worth it. And so when I'm telling you chase your dreams, yeah, you got dreams. Everybody's not gonna make it though. For like, I'm just using the professional athlete example because if you're the professional athlete, you're only in the top like what 1-2% of athletes who actually make it. It's some crazy stat like that. Again, I don't have exact numbers. You can look it up, fact check me. But that's insane. But if you really truly think you can make it happen, if you think you can make that dream come true, then go for it. As I said, you can do whatever you want in this life. You can do anything. The only thing stopping you is you. The only thing holding you back is your mind. It's yourself. So the sooner you realize that, the sooner that you can grow and you can make more happen. For example, when I started this challenge, man, I was lost. I didn't really know what to do. I kind of knew the basics of editing, right? And really still do, only know the basics, but I'm making it happen. So even if it's not perfect, you need to go and start on those dreams. You need to start working towards it. The sooner you can start working towards it is the sooner that you can achieve it in theory. Now, sometimes it will take longer, okay? I'm not saying your dreams are going to happen instantly. You're not going to achieve them right away. But you've got to work towards them constantly. You got to get that 0.01% better every single day. And I'd say 1%, but reality is you're not advancing a full 1% every single day. But if you can get that 0.01% every time, if you can get just these small things done every time to work towards your goals, eventually you will get there. And again, it might be later in life. It might be in that last third or last fourth of your life, excuse me. But you'll be there and you'll have it. You'll have those dreams accomplished. Mine, for example, is working for myself, as I mentioned, but me specifically, I know it's going to take some time. I know it's not going to happen. So what am I going to do until then? Well, I'm going to go do the things that I don't want to do. I'm going to go do those things that I really, quite frankly, never want to do until I'm able to work towards my own goal and achieve that dream, because I got to get through those roadblocks to get there. All right, you got to be consistent. You got to show up every single time, and if you make it happen, you'll be able to make your dreams happen. I promise. I promise. All right, I'm kind of doubling back down on what we already mentioned. I know, trying to make it through these 10 minutes, just straight yapping to you guys about chasing your dreams. And now that we are here recording, I will say I had more examples in my head, but as soon as I press play on this camera, as soon as I start recording, man, it is so hard to remember all these things that I want to say. So I know even when we get through these 10 minutes, there will be things that I still want to say, and I'm going to forget it, and I will not mention it in here, and I'm going to be like, wow, and I'm going to want to make another video on it and about chasing your dreams, but that's just a lot, man. That's a lot of work there. So I'm trying to recoup right now and think of them, but honestly, they're just escaping my mind. I can't think of them, so just remember, stay focused on your dreams, man. You got to keep going. I don't even know how much time we got. We got 2 minutes, exactly, so let's get one more example out there for you guys. I got to think for just a moment. Stick with me. What y'all have for dinner? You have anything good? I'm just playing. All right, let's get into it. Last example here. Or maybe not. Maybe we'll come up with some more. Who knows? But last example being that if you really want to make those dreams happen, you really want to chase those things, you got to remember we are living in a time where we're blessed. Majority of us, we are blessed that we can do whatever we want. I mean, I'm out here just talking to a camera for 10 minutes straight because I want to. I'm doing what I want to do. And as long as I keep doing what I want to do, make that growth happen, eventually I'll achieve my own dreams. I'm not saying it's going to be anytime soon. I don't expect it to be anytime soon. So if it is, for one, I would be shook. I would be taken back by it, right? And really have to kind of reflect on how it happened so fast. But I'm expecting it to take that time. So I'm not really preparing for it to happen overnight. So I don't know what I'm going to do if it does. But there's no way it does, right? There's no way. I know it's going to take time. I know it's going to be a grind to make those dreams happen. But I'm still chasing them. You should never give up on your dreams, man. You should literally never do that. It does not matter what everyone around you is saying. You should stick to your grind, stick to what you know works, and stick to what you want to do to make those dreams come true. I can't say it enough. And it's like my 20th time saying it this video. I haven't been counting. Maybe one of you guys has. But you gotta chase those dreams. It irks me, man. So many people give up and they don't show their true potential on the things that they want and the things that they want to do because they don't care enough, or they just give up easily, or somebody said something about them, so they just quit doing it. I'm like, what? Like, make it happen, man. If you want it to happen, you put in the time, you put in the effort. I promise you'll see the results. You can make it work. And it's so easy to me to relate all these athlete comparisons that I just made, just because I'm an athlete myself. That's our 10-minute timer going up, by the way. But I got a couple more words, okay? Because now I'm getting heated. It's so easy for me to make those comparisons with the athletes just because I'm an athlete myself. I played baseball, soccer, and basketball my entire life. That's what was available around me growing up. I would have loved to try football personally. I think our high school could have been nasty at it, but it's all right. It's all right. Well, it's not a big deal. But I know you can make it happen, because if I wanted something to happen in one of these sports that I just mentioned, well, if I went out, I worked on it, I practiced on it, I could make it happen. I could do it. So if I take that same philosophy over into real life from sports, well, what's the difference? Why can't I make it happen? Why can't I make those dreams come true? Why can't I go do full-time content? Why can't I go own 5, 10, 15 different businesses and be a businessman and run my own businesses and be the next Apple, be the next Amazon? Why can't I do that? There's nothing telling me I can't do it except my own brain. You gotta remember that. You're the only one holding yourself back. You're the only one that isn't letting you achieve these goals. Put in some time, man. You can give 30 minutes every day. You get 24 hours each day. Give 30 minutes towards your goal. You can make it happen. I promise. You can make those dreams come true. You can achieve it. And keep setting those goals. I keep saying goals and dreams right after one another, because you gotta set the goals to achieve the dreams. If you have your dream in mind, you're not going to get there by not having any goals. You got to have those goals. You got to have those stepping stones along the way. And again, some of those stepping stones might be things you disagree with, but you got to make it happen. And again, I'm going to wrap it up here, just because I could keep going on forever and keep remembering these other examples that I want to bring into it. But truth being, I'm not going to remember them all right now. So we're ending it right here. And if I come up with these examples, and if you guys enjoyed this, then maybe I'll do another TED Talk. It could be completely unrelated to this. It could be sort of related again, sort of like motivation minded or chasing your dream minded again, right? You know, whatever you want to call this niche. And we could repeat it, we could not. It's up to you guys. You let me know. Comment down below if you guys enjoyed. Hope you enjoyed this video, though. Hope you have a good rest, guys. I love y'all. Come here for the next one. We got locked in week 2 update for you guys tomorrow with Logan, and then from there, we'll see what we got. I'll catch you on the next one. Love y'all. Peace.